She was beautiful. She was a beautiful soul, very vibrant, life of the party.
The 17-year-old loved to dance and perform and had just embraced a new role as a mom. She gave birth to a little girl just 3 weeks ago.
She was excited for her new journey of becoming a mother and just growing a bond with all of our siblings.
But on Sunday, police say Ikea and her boyfriend, 17-year-old Trevon Wright, had an argument here at her home in Oak Cliff. She was shot to death.
It's just very tragic that we lost Kia that way. Kia didn't stand for violence. She wasn't involved in violence. She was in dance.
Her family says Ikea and her boyfriend were on and off again for a couple of years, and there was a history of domestic violence between them. According to an arrest affidavit, Ikea told her mother she had recently learned that her newborn daughter had not been fathered by suspect Wright, and told her mother she planned on telling Wright on January 7th. That's the day she was killed. Her family says they don't understand why this happened.
According to court documents, 17-year-old Trevon Wright was the one who murdered her. Police say they were in an on and off relationship, and he believed he was the father of the child. He was not. And he found out. Fox 4's Rebecca Butcher, live in Dallas with the update. Rebecca.
Yeah, Steve. Well, Dallas police say that 17-year-old Ikea Hood was shot and killed by her boyfriend. In an arrest warrant affidavit, Hood says that Hood planned to tell the suspect that he was not the father of her newborn child. Dallas police say 17-year-old Trevon Wright was arrested for murder Tuesday by U.S. Marshals and booked into the Dallas County Jail. The victim, Lancaster High School junior Ikea Hood, was fatally shot Sunday morning at her mother's home on Grambling Drive in southeast Oak Cliff, according to Wright's arrest warrant affidavit. Hood's family has said she gave birth to a baby girl just 3 weeks prior. According to the affidavit, Hood's mother told police the suspect and Hood had been in an on-again, off-again dating relationship for the past 2 years, and that Hood had recently learned that her newborn daughter had not been fathered by suspect Wright. Hood's mother also told police her daughter planned to confess to Wright Sunday, January 7th, the day the murder took place, according to the documents. They also say Wright believed the newborn child to be his.
Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about this story coming out of Dallas, Texas. And you heard the news clips of how this young lady lost her life. She was 17 years old. Her name was Ikea Hood, and the alleged suspect, who's on my right, his name is Trevon Wright. Yeah, on my right, Trevon Wright. But he was not right. So what I'm going to say is not going to help this young lady, unfortunately, because she lost her life. But she was a part of a dance group with a lot of young girls. There's a lot of young girls that's going to come across the story because she was still in high school. Yes, she gave birth, she had a child, but she still was in high school. And when these stories come around, like they always do, because today is her story, tomorrow is going to be another one. It's always going to be stories like this, unfortunately. But the thing is, people just want you to, just say rest in peace, condolences, and then just move on. Like if something is to the events leading up to this tragedy, if you point out certain things, oh, you're victim blaming. Oh, just leave your condolences and keep it pushing, keep it moving. You aren't supposed to say nothing, even though certain things, were things that you can highlight to help another young girl don't fall into this situation. Oh, you can't say that. Oh, you're being disrespectful. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. And it doesn't matter how you say it, whatever you think of the fact that you pointed out, they're gonna come for you. Because the channel that I heard this story from, everybody that was saying rest in peace, nobody, so they had a few likes here and there, but the few people, I think 2 people pointed out, certain things that didn't sit well with them with the story. Oh, they were attacked. They were saying, be quiet. You don't know anything. It doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to say what I have to say, because if it could help one girl, that one life saved, I have done my job. So this is one of the reasons why I do not condone teenagers, young people, especially under the age of 18. When they're 18, the government says they are of age. Sometimes they are not, but that's what the government say. Okay, then I can understand. But some kids are still not even mature. But under the age of 18, these kids should not be dating. We know people always say people are emotionally unstable. People don't know how to, they're triggered easily. They don't know how to channel their emotions in a positive manner. But then we still date these people. We still date these older women, older men, younger men, older men, younger women, older women. We still date them. We still allow our children to date them. And then we do not prepare our children. So even if you're going to allow your kids to, date young, because some people are going to do whatever they want to do, at least prepare the child for, the ups and downs of a relationship. Because this girl was dating when she was 15 years old. Because, yes, this boy to blame because he took her life. Because, he believed the child to be his. And people, I saw there was a post saying, oh, she told him that respectfully. We don't know exactly what happened in that room. The only thing we know what happened in the room was he was in the room, and when he left, the girl was gone. We don't know how she broke the news to him. We do not know. We do not know. But this is why you have to prepare your children. If you're going to allow them to date, prepare them for the ups and downs. 15 years old, they were on and off, on and off. From the minute that it was off, the first time, that should have been done with. But it was on and off. You don't even know how many times on and off. Because they were not prepared. These are two children. And now they were expecting a child. And then whatever happened, maybe she saw how the child came out and saw that maybe the child didn't look like him or whatever, and she probably did a DNA test. Somehow she found out that the baby was not his. And when she told him the news, he did not take it well. And a lot of young people, and it's not only boys, it's a lot of young girls, they don't know how to control their emotions because nobody is showing them, nobody's caring for them to show them how to put their emotions, how to control their emotions, how to put their emotions in a positive way, in a positive aspect. Nobody's teaching them that because all we do is buy them whatever they want. Nobody's there for them emotionally. Nobody's there to listen to them. A lot of people are not parenting. People are not parenting basically like they're supposed to. That's why there are some parents, they are happy when their kids have a boyfriend or girlfriend because they don't have to parent, because they're spending all the time with their boyfriend or the girlfriend. So it's unfortunate this young lady had to lose her life. But this is ridiculous. This is why we should not have our children dating. These are still children. That's why this relationship should have never have happened. 15 years old, this just should have never have happened. His parents, her parents, what was going on that you allow 15-year-old? They were already they were dating at 15, and it was on and off. Nobody saw fit to say, no, you know what? I think you need to leave this girl alone. Hey, I think you need to leave this boy alone. Okay, yeah, maybe they said this. Maybe they said that they didn't listen. Okay, I'm not going to facilitate you bringing this person in my home. No, that's not going to happen. I'm not, if I'm not a part of this, because sometimes you can tell them they don't listen, but I'm going to show you I'm not a part of it at all. He still had access to the home because according to the news report, the mom saw him in her room at night, and in the morning that's when the incident happened. Because most of the time, the only time these teen relationships actually work out is when both sides of the parents are involved and the kids are open. Everybody know what's going on. There's no closing the room, you in the room locking yourself in the room with your boyfriend. No, it's open. And most of the time, sometimes those relationships haven't, but even though sometimes they still have toxicity, but at least you have a better chance of it working out. But then when, you just let the child to their own way, because some people, some kids, when they're younger, you could tell, this child have their head on their head, like they say. So if they're in a relationship, people tend to don't give it much importance. They rely on a child's ability to handle things. Oh, she can handle things. She's been handling things from since she was small. And sometimes we mess up there because the person who you think is able to handle things, that's the person that probably needs your help, probably needs your guidance. These kids lack guidance. They didn't have guidance for her to tell you, okay, this was not your child. That should have been to say, okay, that's not my child. That's not the girl for you. This is not a young lady that you could spend the rest of your life with. Just walk away. But these kids don't know how to walk away. They don't know how to handle certain things because they never been through nothing. That's the thing. These kids have never been through anything because when things happen to them, when they get in trouble, certain things happen to them, they doing bad in doing bad in class, they messed up, whatever. The parents come and save them. They have never been through anything, so they don't know how to handle. People say, they are emotionally unstable, whatever, because they never been when they got upset and whatever. The parents come and make everything all okay. I'm gonna make everything okay. So the child never was able to get angry and to experience that anger and to somebody to show them this is how, if you get angry, this is what you do. Take a break or whatever. Nobody has done that for them. Everybody, because they have had parents that come to save the day. And that's the problem. And then these are the young ladies and the young men that your child is going to be dating at a very young age. At least when they a little older, they probably have more experience, maybe seeing other people in a relationship or whatever. Because some of these kids gotta learn on their own, unfortunately. But at a very young age, it's never a good idea. It's never a good idea. So these kids they don't know what to do. They don't know how to how to stabilize, how to have balance in their emotion because they have never been able to overcome. They have never been able to overcome anything because everything was fixed for them by a parent or by a guardian, because sometimes it's grandma or aunt or uncle, father, mother that just makes everything okay. And this is unfortunate. And if you're going to let your child do this, you need to know who this child parent is, how was this child raised, so you could know what you are up against, what your child is up against. But this is very sad. This is very tragic. This young lady lost her life and she left another child behind. Hopefully whoever's going to raise this that the baby that's left behind really does a shift in parenting so that this doesn't happen, because according to what I saw on social media, I think the father died and then they had a grandmother died. Now this young lady has died. So that's 3 people in this family that lost their life. 3 people so close to each other, because it seemed like, it was like, I think last year or something like that the dad, this young lady's father died, and then the grandmother died probably a year before that or something like that. So yeah, so that's not a good thing at all. Anyway, so the only thing we do is certain things that happen, you just learn from it and just we have to make better decisions. And for people who like telling people, oh, you be quiet, you victim blaming and stuff like that, some of you guys are working for the devil. Your mouths are working for the devil. You think you're helping, but if the person knows where they're speaking from, as long as the person, well, people speak from where they are. So I know where I'm speaking from. I'm speaking from a place that I don't want these things keep on happening. How can I aid in minimizing the number of women and young girls that are losing their lives by making videos of pointing certain stuff out that probably people don't want to say because they don't want to be attacked. Just like people in the comments pointing out different things that, you know, didn't sit well with them. And here are these people go because they want to shut your mouth up because they don't want nobody to be telling the truth, point stuff. Everybody just go along to get along. Everybody say the same thing. If you want to say something out of that, cast them out so they can shut up. But you never know. You shutting up and not saying what you see that's different from everybody else could literally cost somebody their life. Anyway, that's all I had to say about the situation. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye.